International recognition, respect from England, and strong relationship between. This is the first video I've seen of two black that I 1000% agree with.
A Ghanaian lady based in the US has something to tell us. A very important, educating, very, very enlightening, and most importantly, inspiring information to awaken us as Nigerians, Ghanaians, in fact, Africans as a whole, as well as other foreigners' reactions, opinions, in general, opinions, postulations about the motherland Ghana. This is really an entertaining and educative episode. So I would love each and every one of us to watch patiently to the end, because I am also here to learn. I'm taking notes, right? For my sake, like this video, share, and stay subscribed. So without any waste of time, let's just jump into these videos. Then at the end, I'll come back to share my thoughts based on all we're going to see here.
4 years ago, being an African immigrant myself, I packed up my family and moved back to Ghana after living in the UK and in Australia for a total of more than 20 years. And boy, was I right. From Europe to the Middle East, from America to Asia, conflict and political unrest are shaking the very foundations of the developed world we once thought was stable. Just look around. Escalating conflicts between Israel and Iran, war in Ukraine, widespread political protests and divisions across the United States of America. In fact, in the US of A, families are being torn apart through mass ICE deportation. There's rising racism, hate crimes, and economic pressure. These are not isolated events. They are signs of a world in transition. They are signs of empires falling. They are precursors to incoming wars. These were the same markers that took place before the beginning of World War I and again before the beginning of World War II. And today, these markers are presenting themselves all over again. So if you're an African, especially Ghanaian living in America, Israel, Canada, or in Europe, it may be time to start considering moving back home to Ghana. Hi, my name is Koriwa. 4 years ago, I relocated to Ghana from Australia with my family, and I haven't looked back since. And now I help other Ghanaians and people of African descent looking to move back, acquire land, and build their homes here in Ghana. I know how daunting it can be to make the decision or to actually move to Ghana after having lived in overseas for so long. It's not easy. However, with the way the world is currently going, the decision to move to Ghana or any other African country for that matter will become a no-brainer for most of you Africans living overseas in the very near future. Because a time is coming very fast where you may have no choice than to actually come back home. The fact is, as an African immigrant living in any Western country, regardless of whether you have naturalized, whether you married a white man or woman, or have lived there for a gazillion number of years, you as an African immigrant are not really welcomed in the West, period. You have just been tolerated for the most part. The truth is, to them, you are simply there to work and put money in their tax system. That's all. And when everything is going well and the Western economies are running smoothly, most people in these Western countries do not have a problem with immigrants, especially of African descent, working and living in their countries. But it is in times like these, in times of strife, that is when they will let you know that naturalized or not, you are just an immigrant. They'll let you know that you don't belong. The fact is, you never belonged to begin with. You were just being indulged, and that indulgence is over. Just look at the ICE deportation scenarios in the US or the rising national flag spreading all over Europe. If you are being very honest, you know I'm not wrong. Consider this. History has taught us that in times of intense political unrest always comes economic hardship. During World War I and II, food was in short supply all through the Western world. Therefore, food was rationed throughout Europe. People had to stand in long queues to get 1 cup of rice, a quarter cup of sugar, and some milk for their daily sustenance. Now, imagine this. It is 2027 and another war has broken out and food is in short supply again, just like during World War I and II. And this time, you as an African immigrant have to stand in long queues with the nationals of the country you currently live in for the scarce food being rationed out. 1 cup of rice, a quarter cup of sugar, and some milk. What do you think will happen? Do you think the nationals of that country will happily smile at you and welcome you with open arms to eat part of their food, which is in limited supply, when in fact they feel that you are an immigrant and do not deserve their food, which they believe is rightly for them and their children? If home had food, which they believe is rightly for them and their children only, and not for immigrants, what do you think will happen to you standing in that queue? Yep, whatever you are thinking right now is exactly right. History always repeats itself. Not too long ago, when everything was going on well in Ukraine, before the Russian invasion there, we had a lot of our fellow Africans living in Ukraine peacefully, going to school and just existing there with no problems whatsoever. But do you recall what happened in the early days of the Russian attack on Ukraine? When everyone was trying to escape Ukraine to safety, our country folks, aka the black immigrants in Ukraine, the Ghanaians, the Nigerians, were being prevented from getting onto the buses, trains, and other vehicles of escape. because all of a sudden they were reminded that they were in fact immigrants and not deserving of such services. Another example, just a couple of weeks ago during the Israeli-Iran conflict, footage of immigrants being turned away from entering bunkers in Israel, as Iran's missiles were being dropped on Israeli cities, widely circulated on social media platforms. Immigrants were literally being refused entry into their underground bomb shelters. Yep, that's right. Bombs are falling. We are all running for safety into bunkers. And then the Israelis say to immigrants, stop. You are an immigrant. Bunkers are only for Israelis and other white people. You see, like I said, history always repeats itself. And so if another war breaks out, you, the immigrant, you are the one that is going to suffer. So my fellow African immigrants, don't think that because you have naturalized or because you have married a national of the country that you live in, that things will be any different for you, because more likely than not, it won't. You are just a tolerated immigrant for now. And when strife comes, you will be tolerated no more. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it is the truth. Look, my Ghanaian brothers and sisters living abroad, many of us left home chasing safety, opportunity, and a better life. But let me ask you this simple question today. In a world that feels more unstable by the day, where do you run to when the Western place you once considered safe is safe no more? This is not fear-mongering or fear tactics. This is a wake-up call. The West is not the safety net it once was. So if you've ever said, one day I'll move back to Ghana, maybe that one day is fast approaching, or maybe that one day is now. Start planning your move to Ghana. Buy land, build gradually, or renovate that old family house that nobody wants. Do whatever you have to do and just move to Ghana when the time is right, on your own terms. Look, squabbling over the lack of Ghana's road infrastructure or the Doomsday conundrum is fast becoming irrelevant, because the truth is Ghana is not behind. In the midst of all the chaos, Ghana is still standing strong. It's becoming the future for many of us who no longer feel truly safe or free abroad. Yes, we still have our challenges. No country is perfect, but let's be honest. No civil war, no foreign invasion, no race-based hatred, no mass shootings, no targeted police brutality. Ghana may not offer sky-rise buildings or underground trains, but what it does offer is peace.
Christmas in Ghana, the December you'll never forget. When it's Christmas, Europe becomes almost empty and America becomes half empty. Because when December comes, thousands pack their bags, book their flights, and head to one African country. All because of something called Detty December. It happens every year in Accra, Ghana, and it's not just a party, it's a lifestyle. Ghana is peaceful, safe, and full of energy. Foreigners dance all night, eat, laugh, and live freely. No stress, no fear, just joy. Some came once, and now they never stop returning. In fact, many stay so long that by the time they're supposed to go back to work, they're still in Ghana dancing. Some even lose their jobs, not because they wanted to, but because Ghana's December is just too good to leave. When you experience Detty December, you wish Christmas would never end. And when you finally go back home, it feels like the next day should be Christmas again, just so you can return. That's Ghana, the only place where Christmas becomes a feeling, not a date.
Now, I ain't asking for much, but I'm just trying to find me a little sponsor to go to Detty December in Ghana. This December, that's why it's called Detty December. I don't got my visa, I don't got nothing sorted out, but I'm manifesting that my black ass will be in Ghana. Because why the hell is all y'all shorties gonna be living y'all best life and y'all not even gonna take me with you? Let me your suitcase, like, what the fuck?
Ghana, Detty December. Look, when I tell you, it's literally so simple just to fly to Jamaica. Easy breezy, easy breezy. But flying to Ghana, I've never been to Africa. This is my first time, remind you this. Flying to Ghana, the visa process is absolutely discouraging, okay? You mean to tell me I have to mail my passport to Washington, D.C., the U.S. Embassy, the Ghana Embassy, and in hopes that I'll get my passport back? I'm more worried about them losing my passport in the mail than getting approved. Okay. Okay. And another thing, I'm frustrated. It's really frustrating, this whole visa process. So, my plane ticket alone to fly to Ghana is about $3,000, $4,000. $4,000, okay. And you mean to tell me I have to purchase my ticket before I get approved for my visa? What is to purchase a ticket, a refundable ticket on Delta? What? Looks like I'll be in Jamaica in December. But no, I'm going to Ghana, but I'm really frustrated in the visa process. Like, is there a way, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, because the people around me never been to fucking Africa. And it's like frustrating, there's no help. Is there any way I can make an appointment to drop off my passport? I will fly to Washington, D.C., drop off my passport and pick up my passport when I'm approved for my visa. Like, can somebody please instruct me on how to do this? Because I cannot get nobody on the phone. Can't get nobody on the phone, and I'm getting so frustrated.
Okay, Ghana is coming up, and yes, I'll be headed that way December 17th for 3 weeks almost. So should I do a multiple entry or a single entry? Of course, if I have a multiple entry, I'm coming right back. I might even move to Ghana because why be in America? What's here? My son's here, but he'll come visit me. But yes, somebody please help me with this visa process, please, because apparently I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm going to Ghana in December for Detty December by myself. So I want to know if there's anyone else going solo, because I'm going solo, and we could just hang out with each other instead. Or you don't even have to be going solo. You could be with other friends, but just want to include other people. But I've never been to Ghana for Detty December. So I just want someone who knows, or you don't even have to know, but we can figure it out together what we're going to do. Because I want to get the best out of my time in Ghana. So yeah, let me know.
It is now July, and I have not seen one post about Detty December and on TikTok. Y'all not going? Don't let me go by myself. Y'all not gonna go? Are y'all booked this year? What's going on? I have not seen one post. It is July. I would see people say, buy your flight now, get your ticket, blah, blah, blah. I ain't seen nothing. I don't want to go by myself. Get your flight too. Let's go. Worry about the bills later on. You know what I mean. That's December 2025. We outside. Don't play with me. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Stop making those posts. I need to see them. I need to know what's going on. Like, we in Ghana this year. Period. And if you are going, what dates you going? What dates are you going? Are you going before Christmas, after Christmas? Are you staying after New Year's? Wait, after New Year's? Or you gotta fly back home early? Because I'm trying to see something. I need to know where we going, when we going, what we wearing. That's in December. Oh my God, I get excited every time around this time. You would have thought I was African. I'm not. But it's a good time, and I love me a good time. Who don't like a good time? Seriously. I'm really excited. And then it's July, and then it's August, September. We got it. We ain't gonna. This is gonna be my 4th year, guys. My 4th year. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, y'all, my DMs have been crazy with a lot of ladies texting me, letting me know that they're coming to Ghana solo. They see my videos and everything of that sort. My name is Sanaya. I'm from Chicago. I just moved to Ghana. I've been here like a month plus now, and I plan on no return anytime soon. But a lot of you guys keep reaching out to me saying, hey, I'm coming to Ghana. I'm solo. I see you did it. Where should I go? What should I do? And if you're coming to Ghana solo and you want to kind of be with a group, leave a comment on this video or text me personally, and we will conversate so we can move forward for all of the women that was going to be solo or plan to be solo but don't want to be. So we're going to move forward from this post. If you're coming to Ghana between now and January and you don't want to be solo for your trip, let me know. I'm actually organizing a group of ladies to be together.
Detty December in Ghana 2025. Okay, your girl is headed to Ghana for Detty December. Do you know how excited I am? I've been looking forward to this trip since 1999. I'm super excited, and yes, this will be a solo trip for me. You know, I'm not gonna let nobody stop my show. Y'all don't want to go? I'm going by myself, okay? You know what? I'll be hitting there December 17th through January 5th. Yes, it's going to be a super long trip, but I might stay even longer if my visa lets me, okay? Anyone on here heading to Ghana from America to Detty December, from London, from Paris, from Jamaica, from whatever, I'm down to meet new people, new friends, new beginnings, because your girl's excited. So if you're heading to Ghana for Detty December, make sure to hit me up because it's gonna be a party. And yes, I'll be partying from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. The party ain't stopping. I'm getting my rest now. See you there.
If you are listening to this, go to Ghana in December. Book that ticket right now to go to Ghana in Detty December. For Afrofuture, for enjoyment, for vacation, whatever it is, you cannot miss Ghana in December. So let's get into 2 days in my life in Ghana this past December, because I put the capital E in enjoyment, okay? So this is 2 days in my life at Culture Beach Jam, which is put on by Afrofuture. You guys, all the girlies were out. My friend Mame, my friend Madam Joyce, my friend Abba were out there. We even got to like on stage because the first day for the festival had artists like Joey B, had Shelly Poppy headlining, and had like DJ Tunes as a DJ and some really like cool DJs as well. And the vibe from the crowd was just immaculate. Like you could tell everybody was having a good time. And I feel like the venue was the perfect venue for it too, because it was on the beach, so it was open, it was airy. Because you know Ghana is hot. So that was day one. Day two was even more epic. I had to like actually go out during the day. If you know Ghana, you know, and nothing starts until 2 a.m. But the beach jam starts around like 2 p.m. And the girlies are able to take photos, see like the cool artwork and pieces. They even had vendors, you guys. The vendors were so sweet. I got to try some outfit, and I got that as well. And I also got to try some food. I tried Ghanaian jollof rice. However, the person who made it is a Nigerian man. So technically it's like Nigerian jollof. That's why I really liked it. So we're not going to say I love Ghana jollof right now, okay? But But yeah, during the day it was actually such a vibe. I got to meet people, and then we were right back to it at night because the party started again. Day 2, we had Olive the Boy, we had Kitty, and I think we had Omale was headlining day 2. Now, if you're like me and my friends, food has to be flowing at the table. So we had food, we're eating them chicken wings and having the time of our life. Like, you guys have not had this much fun in such a long time. The crowd was having a vibe at VIP, VVIP, like doing general admission was just a vibe. Like, everybody on stage was vibing, people dancing. Nah, Culture Beach Jam was everything I wanted it to be. Ghana was everything I wanted it to be in December. I will be back in December because Ghana just showed me so much love, and Culture Beach Jam was an amazing experience. And I met so many people. We just vibed and partied the entire time. Shout out to Martel, shout out to Brenna Water, shout out to Carabao for like just getting the drinks and the energy and the water all like just flowing. Ghana, I love you so much. I'm still here, so I'm gonna be sharing some more about my trip to Ghana. Love you.
Before me, but our people be say they go say, that's small Ghana. Even if they want hype Ghana, they say, oh, Ghana get light. So if they say, oh, Ghana had light and Nigeria and Ghana had independence at the same time, they go say, that's small Ghana. Even for your hype, say, you still be insult Ghana on inside. You don't understand? See, insult Ghana. But now no go say that's small UK. Yeah? No go say that's small UK because UK and Ghana are the same landmarks, my brother. You understand? No go say that's small UK. Go say that's small Ghana, but that's not that small UK. You go UK after 2 weeks. Go say, hey, brother, in it. London, in it. You start to get accent after 2 weeks, so my brother. 2 weeks for UK. You start to get accent. How? You come Ghana 5 years. You know they use Charlie. 5 years. You know they say Yanko. 5 years. You know when they say Charlie Yambutre. All this small. You don't be more say you understand the language. You understand? But remember they speak Ghanaian pidgin. The one that's this kind of Ghana boy. You understand? Because say I like Africa. I enjoy Africa. You understand? For my house like that, I get African furniture for my house. They will say, why say you behave like American man? We come to Africa. We come to pour this African furniture. I say, I'm an African. I need to put my African stuff. You understand? Because you go Europe, Europeans are doing their things like Europeans. So why would the Europeans want to do their things like Africans? Because they admire Africa. You get my point? See this now, see an African stuff. You go my Gucci, you go see an African print and everything. You get my point? So that's how it is. Promote Africa. Me, if I go Europe today, if I go America today, I go see talk like African man. How are you doing? You understand? I will still talk like African man. You know if you change me. All my friends for the train for be Americans, to be European. They know. Sometimes they say, how far now? How you did? You understand? I'm the African man, I will prove them. And then when they say, I'm from Africa. And in what?
International recognition, respect from England, and strong relationship between. This is the first video I've seen of Tublak that I 1000% agree with. It's like he took the words out of my mouth. I know the respect is cool. The UK invited the royal family of Ghana, Ashantis. It's a big deal. But it should never be a big deal because when we invite them, it should be a big deal for them. We are the nationals. We own the natural resources. Imagine Tublak that all Ghanaians hate saying this. You know that there's wisdom in this guy's head. He might be arrogant with his methods. He might be rude with his methods. But when you get to know him, you get to know that he knows what he's saying from his own perspective. Me and this guy, we are saying two different things. We do not agree on 99% of topics that we put on the table. But this particular topic, I agree with him 1001%. Because we own gold, we own cocoa, we own these natural resources that they export there, they refine and sell back to us. Because we don't have sense. It's so painful what our forefathers did. Our forefathers had disappearing power. Our forefathers could walk in fire, could walk on water. But how were they even colonized by these white people? How? I don't understand. That's why sometimes when you're talking about traditionality and finding your roots in spirituality and forgetting about Christianity, sometimes it sounds like BS to me. Because if those people were powerful as they claim to be, they would never have been colonized. Look at the attack of which kingdom? You guys let me know in the comment section. There's a king that refused to bow to the king of England or to the Queen of England. Then when he removed his cap, a swarm of bees attacked the woman and he committed suicide, I think. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. This man is a Nigerian king that refused to bow to the monarchy. If we had 100 of those men in the entire Africa, we would never have been colonized because we were doing way better than we thought we were doing. They changed the story and made us feel like we're inferior to them. Wise up, my brothers and sisters. Wise up.
Listen to me, listen to me. This is very serious. Listen to me, past this video, because a lot of people will benefit from what I'm about to say right now. If you're from South Africa, if you're from Ghana, and you're a woman, if you're from Botswana, and you're a woman, if you're from Kenya, whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And then somehow you fell in love, and it's a Nigerian man, and he got you pregnant, and eventually displayed his full-fledged bouquet of being a Nigerian. You know that criminality, and left you. He left you. I'm using this woman who showed a video of a Nigerian who she got married to, that left her, and then now fled, you know. You see, let me tell you, it doesn't matter whether he had given you a child. If he had given you a child, good. If he leaves, let me say this in a way people would understand. If you're from Botswana, you're a lady, you're a South African, you're a lady, it doesn't matter whether you're a Jolofina, there is always hope. And you're a Ghanaian, you're a lady, and a Nigerian, you fell in love and he was a Nigerian. And eventually thought to mess you up, got you pregnant and fled. Let me tell you something. Go to church and thank your God. You don't understand, you don't understand. I'll explain. Go to church and thank your God that he showed himself. As long as he left that child with you, go to church, thank your God that he showed himself. You know why? Listen, the worst thing that can happen to you in life is that your son, your child, has a father figure from a Nigerian that affiliates to Nigeria. Let me repeat this. The worst thing that can happen to you as a South African lady, as a Ghanaian lady, as a Botswana lady, as a Kenyan lady, Uganda, whatever, Cameroon, is that you have a Nigerian who does not hate everything about Nigeria, playing a father figure on your child. That child is not just gone. Now, if it's a case of the child, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, we'll have a way to manage. But where the problem is that that child would be a futuristic problem to South Africa. That child would be a futuristic problem to Botswana. That child will be a futuristic problem to Ghana. It's better that you as a mother nurture that child to run away from anything Nigerian mentality. To run away from anything that has a Nigerian mentality. Anything. Because to have a Nigerian mentality means to have a criminal mind. It's always crime. It's always crime. Forget all these yabi doobie do on saying Nigerians are the best in this. See, let me tell you. Even if Nigerians are dogged, you know, once you take away that their criminality, they are the best. But you see, whatever Nigerians achieve, as long as he is Nigerian, which means as long as he has a criminal intent, you see, those things is not for the benefit of anybody. In fact, those things are for the detriment, are to the detriment of nations. Those things, he's a doctor. You see, it's like giving a gun to a person with a criminal mind. In case you don't know, that same gun, if it's given to a responsible mind, that gun will be best put to use. If that gun is given to a matured mind, you know, he would use it for protection and provision. But if you give it to a child, he'll probably shoot everything around him and shoot himself. So it's not about giving a gun, it's about the mentality that has that gun. It's not about being a doctor, it's about the mindset that is that doctor. It's not about training a person to become a lawyer, it's about the mindset that is that lawyer. But once you take away, once you can punch that mindset, let him have the doggedness and the resilience of Nigeria. As long as he has the mentality of a Ghanaian, as long as he has the mentality of a South African, as long as he has the mentality of a Botswana, as long as he has the mentality of a Kenya, he is good to go. She is good to go. She's good to go. As long as such a person is nurtured by a South African, by a Ghanaian, by a Botswana, by a Kenya, by a Cameroonian, by a Ugandan, as long as the father who is a Nigerian is far from you people, go and give thanks to the Lord. Sing ye, O ye nation, because criminality has departed from you. I know what I'm talking about. Move this video for our sisters from other African countries to know what I'm talking about. Let me say this again. To have a Nigerian who is affiliated to Nigeria, who does not see Nigeria as evil, who makes up excuses for Nigeria, to play a father figure for your child, you're finished. You're finished. You're finished. You're finito. You're gone. It's gone. The nation is gone. Telling you the truth. Careful. Careful.
All right, guys, welcome back. You see, this inspirational episode of this lady I stumbled on really broke me to tears, because at the end of the day, I went into deep thoughts of asking myself, despite the fact that we know we are struggling as countries in Africa, but at the end of the day, it is important to know that there's no place like home. I've always stated this clearly. And as a person that is a huge fan of staying back home, to live in my country, build my country, and create positive impact and change as a Nigerian, I've always stated it clearly that it is different folks for different folks, all meant to what they want. But in all you want, that are your choices and your decisions, still have it at the back of your mind that no matter where you are as a foreigner, just like you've rightly heard, whether naturalized, whether you are a citizen, name it, married to a mixed race, you will always be a foreigner in the eyes of others. This is what has really shown us right from time immemorial, even in the time of colonialism, imperialism of our forefathers, until we gained our independence. Even till date, we are still fighting, we are still battling to come out of this phase of what? Racism and discrimination, no matter what. But one thing I know for sure, and I will wrap up to say, is that there's no place like home. And when you talk about the safest, the most peaceful, like you rightly heard, the most coolest place that you will ever go to and feel safe without regret is a country called Ghana, the great motherland called Ghana. So she's beckoning on not just Ghanaians alone, all Africans, no matter where you are, whatever has taken you there, have it at the back of your mind that one day you will surely come back home, sooner or later. But while at it, all hands on deck to get what you want. Stay focused, keep grinding, give yourself a time frame. Then at the right time, find your way and your path back home. And I'm sure betting you that you're definitely going to thrive and succeed regardless, right? And for the rest of other foreigners' experiences that they've been sharing right from time, particularly this Detty December, is calling my name. It's calling my name, and I can't wait to answer. Oh my God, to experience all the goodness, all the yummy, 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 name it, experience in Ghana. I can't wait. Like we've seen here, we've heard, we have listened. Share your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a huge and a massive thumbs up. I'm a huge fan of the motherland Ghana, and I can't wait to be an experienced, family member any moment from now. Oshe Bades, like I said, let's talk in the comments. Like this video and stay subscribed if you like it on here. This is your girl, one and only, the ambassador of the motherland, Oshe Bades, keeping it real, happy, safe, and blessed. I will see you in my next one. Ciao, ciao.